As I connect into the hearts of you, my brothers, my gay brothers that have chosen in this lifetime to move through darkness, density, heaviness, to be the lights that you truly are. So many of us are in process right now. We have these expansive moments of growth, of deepening, expanding into new realms of consciousness. And then the contraction phase comes, as I see the process that all of us are in, like a flower blooming. And if you've ever seen a flower in time lapse, as it blooms, it closes and opens and closes and opens and closes and opens and closes and opens. This is the experience that so many of us are having right now. And so I want to remind you that if and when you are in a point of contraction, where everything that you've just discovered, this new sense of light and purpose, when that fades and you feel yourself in a place of darkness or in a place of some repetitive quality or cycle, that this is part of the process. That to be a light bearer means that we also are shadow explorers. That our shadows, the shadows of humanity, the shadows of the things that we've experienced throughout our lifetimes, the darkness is where we foster the strength and we reconstruct what was distorted and false, the false sense of ourself, the belief in something being wrong or unworthy or unvaluable. This is where we deconstruct what we've believed God, Source, Spirit to be, so that we can know what it truly is, so that we can trust being in a state of surrender. For most of us, we've had the name of God used against us to condemn, to shame us. And it requires us to deconstruct, to learn what God is not, to purge the beliefs that we've had about God on some level being a judge of us, of God being a man who has opinions about what we're doing here in the world, has opinions about our sexuality, has opinions about what we do or do not do. My dog is having a good time chewing on bark over here. So if you hear that, he's deconstructing. He's deconstructing the land. He's digging deep into the earth. That's what so many of us do in those spaces of contraction. Dig more deeply into what is false that has been what we've carried around. The darkness. The darkness is not something to push away. It's something to embrace and bring closer and say, oh, what have I yet to learn about the darkness, my darkness? What aspects of myself have I shunned? Where have I believed that God, Source, Spirit cannot be? That I am connected to God, Source, Spirit, Light only when I do X, Y, or Z, or only in these areas of my life. But in the area of, let's say, the lower parts of our chakras, money, sex, desire, worldly needs, Where have I believed that God can't be here? And then we deconstruct that by bringing it forward, seeing it clearly, bringing it into the light, bringing it closer to our center so that it can be loved and requalified. So if you are in a moment watching this video, if you are in a moment of contraction, or it feels like a few steps back, or you're in a state of grief and darkness, say thank you. Say thank you. Because this is how you're pushed up. I'm imagining right now, I'm seeing like the sprout that comes out of the ground, that resistance that it has to push through the earth. That's how we're strengthened. That's how we can move forward with our gifts in a place of integrity. Because we're not denying darkness, we're embracing it, we're learning from it, we're holding it, we're loving it. So that nothing is outside, nothing is in resistance, nothing is made wrong or evil. That everywhere we look, even into the face of those that we perceive as opposition or enemy, we see the light. When we look in the mirror, that we're not just seeing parts of ourselves that we say is acceptable or lovable or the light, but we see everything. And we say, yes, yes, that too. Yes, these habits that I have. Yes, this place where I don't feel worthy or I feel lazy, confused, misunderstood, angry. The first place to start is fully embracing with compassion that those things, whenever they arise, are looking for love. They're looking for home. That you can be the home to all aspects of yourself, so that as you bring and shine more light out into the world, people can feel the difference. You can feel the difference when a light worker, a light bearer, someone who is giving their gifts by being who they are, you can feel the difference when that person has embraced the shadow, has walked through darkness as many times as necessary, and will probably do it again, to be able to hold this light with a steadiness. You can feel the difference in that person's light. We feel safe with them. We feel that there's no shame. I want that for you in your relationship with yourself, in your relationship with God, Source Spirit, all of the names of the divine. You are here with great purpose, and part of your purpose is what you're experiencing right now. Those times of shadow and darkness, those times of contraction. As I'm speaking, the clouds are parting here and there's more and more light. My dog is digging in the dark, and all of it exists at the same time. All of you can exist at the same time. You can be confused and wise at the same time. You can be healing and be a healer at the same time. You can be lost and lighting the way at the same time. If things are falling away, let them. If you are experiencing rage, anger, grief at something that's currently happening or something that happened in your past, lean into that. Let it be the wave that carries you forward. You know how they say to not swim against the current when a riptide is taking you out. That's the process. Let go into it. It will bring you back to shore. Back into the light, always. With so much love to you. I'll see you next time.